Uh, Hello? Hello? Hi, everyone. Oh my god, another ad ran. Oh. Okay. Surely my... Okay. It's working. I should have that, like, put up. Should work, right? Okay. Here we go. Let's move to game screen. There. It's not, I'm not really focused on the window yet, so the audio is not running. You guys can't hear it yet. Hold on, let me just pull up my thing first, and then we can head into the game. Hello, everyone! It is Wednesday, my dudes. How are you guys? Where's my previews? Preview. Ah, projector. Here. New window. Okay. Guess who's back? Hi, Toria! Alright. Can you guys hear the game audio? Tell me if it's too loud or too quiet. Also, hello, Silent Salt. Hello, Lord Commander. Oh, yeah. Whenever I click off the game, it just mutes the audio. So you guys have to live with that while I go and do my final checkings as I stream. All right. Everything should be good. Everything should be running properly, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. I'm hearing it pretty good. All right. So we are back with Ookami Okami, which we checked out last December during the Choose Wisely festival. But this time they have a new content update for the demo. So when we checked it out, they had some trouble with the update that they had released for the festival, so they had to roll back the demo to a previous version, and we never got to check out the update content for that festival. But now that it's fixed, and I think they have also added in some new content, we will be checking out all of those. If you missed out on what we've been through on this demo, please, I recommend you guys check out the first VOD from last year during the Choose Wisely festival, where we checked out the demo for the first time. Mori, you won't believe it, I got Sugar Swan on my first time. Holy moly! Man, give me your luck, guys. Come on. This is a free demo, by the way. If you guys are interested in checking it out on your own time, you can play it for free. You can try it out for free. The game is available on Steam, and you guys should wishlist it. Actually, there's a button here, wishlist on Steam. Well, I forgot what else I was about to say. Hold on. Yes, I should actually put a link to the game again. I don't have it ready on hand right now. I'll just be really quick, minimize that there, send it to you guys here. This is a game where we get reincarnated. We're an old lady. We're an old lady, former innkeeper, who got isekai'd and reincarnated into a wolf yokai. And now we have been taken in by this very handsome old man, a white tiger yokai, if I recall correctly. Isekai? Ooh, yeah. And now I'm curious if we could load the game from where we last left off instead of having to go through the entire demo again. However, with this new content update, there is they have also improved the lines and the writing for the other or the first parts of the demo. So I wonder if I should just start a new game or load the game instead. Well, my thing is blocking a bunch of things. This is an otome visual novel, by the way, guys. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, this is a game I highly recommend because I really enjoyed playing it when we checked it out during the Choose Wisely festival. Let's try and load game. Oh. I see. It's not possible. Alright. I was debating if we should load from a previous save, but no, apparently I didn't save. So we're going to have to play a new game. We're playing from the start. Well, that's a good chance to check out the improvements that they did for the writing. We're playing as Akine. Well, this is it, isn't it? I press my palm against the counter, feeling its every imperfection worn smooth by years of care. Every step in these halls, every creak in the floorboards, I've memorized them all. After tonight, none of it will belong to me anymore. Strange. I thought I'd feel sadder. I've spent a lifetime here, and now I'm too old to take care of it. Ryokan, a traditional Japanese inn, without its keeper, is just an empty house waiting to be forgotten. How many times have I cleaned these counters and mopped these floors, greeting guests who came and went like fleeting whispers. Oh. Is Akine the main character? Yes! You're playing as Akine. I wondered if I would ever find someone to walk these halls with me. Not just pass through them. Someone who would wake up beside me every morning. But no one stayed. No one made an impression. I made my way toward the onsen, the hot spring, my knees protesting with every step. Yes, we are an old lady. Oh, I should have let myself enjoy my life more. Even with the guests gone and the lanterns dimmed, a single unyielding thought stayed behind. Did I live well? I spent my youth building this place, holding on to it with everything I had. And in the end, there's no one left to hold on to me. Mostly gonna lurk this stream, have fun. Alright, Neil. Oh man. This isn't a yaoi, this is otome. Sigh. Well, it's too late to dwell on it now. I steady myself against the wall and rise with a groan, feeling every year of my age in the crack of my back, but then my footsteps. There's a moment of weightlessness, followed by a hard crack as the back of my head meets the stone. Then comes the cold. Water rushes over me, pulling at my limbs. My fingers grasp at. I can't read today. My fingers grasp for an anchor, but meet only emptiness. My vision begins to tilt into shadows, until all that remains is the sight of steam rising into a dark, bottomless sky. Perhaps in another life. Yeah, we died. Akine! My head feels like someone's hosting a drum circle in there. I inhale, hoping to be greeted by the cozy scents of aged wood and warm sake, but instead, what is that smell? Salt, fragrant smoke, and sweet aroma of osmanthus? I'm not gonna make the same joke again. I'm trying not to make the same joke again, but I wonder what the smell of osmanthus is. I'm not really particular about naming the scents that I've smelled before. So I wonder if I've smelled osmanthus before and I never really realized it. Instead of my dimly lit ryokan room, I see red, a bridge covered in mist. This isn't my ryokan. This feels so cold. Am I dead? I died, didn't I? The red bridge of souls. Oh, Kami-sama. The stories were all true, weren't they? A place between, a crossing for those who have breathed their last. Now I'm the one walking it. She a ghost spooky, yeah. Yeah, we're walking the bridge of the dead, I suppose. But why does everything sound so loud? I can't hear I can hear whispers, low murmurs, the occasional laughter. Seriously, my ears are starting to ache. Wait, ears? A horrible suspicion takes hold. And when I lift my hands, uh, those aren't my hands, are they? Since when are my fingers this slender and my skin this smooth? I haven't seen these knuckles since I was 20. And claws? I scramble to check my arms and legs. Where did the rest of me go? Oh my god, no, the dogs again! We're hiding it. We're hiding the dogs. No, not for free. Not for free. Akine! Where did the rest of me go? No more wrinkles, no more gnarled knuckles, no more aching bones. I'm youthful. I'm glowing. I'm radiant. Oh my. My jaw drops. I pat down my arms, firm. I press a hand to my stomach, flat. I trail higher. No. No way! My hands fly to my it still gets me. I love the trope of old women. I love the trope of old women suddenly like becoming youthful again. It's such a wonderful little thing to see how much they just cheer up and glow whenever their youth is returned to them. By the spirits above, I have perky, full, no sag, no back pain. This is a miracle. These are of a woman in her prime, not a retired ryokan owner who needed at least 2 layers of fabric and a prayer to hold him up before. But before I can even begin to celebrate this ridiculous, beautiful miracle, something is definitely moving behind me. No. Oh, they. Oh, one of the changes I see. I understand now. A tail! They also, made the dialogue box a little transparent for this scene, I suppose. It's a tail! A red-furred tail sways behind me, wagging so cheerfully that I can't even wrap my brain around the fact that it's mine. Hold on. Stop that. I'm absolutely not happy, Tail. I'm terrified. This is not a wagging situation. Madam, your youth has been returned to you. I suppose this is a happy thing. And your tail is showing it. My hands tremble even more, trying to make sense of everything. My skin, my tail, my lack of... Oh! I'm naked. I am as bare as the day as a... I am as bare as the day I can't read! I am as bare as the day I was born, but with a tail, claws, and apparently some kind of... some kind of breast enhancement. Oh no. A breeze rolls across the bridge. Oh, that's cold. My entire, very exposed, freshly revived, nobody was supposed to see this body prickles. Stay calm. Stay dignified. But, of course, there is no dignity left to be had. I collapse into a ball, desperately using my tail as a modesty screen. How embarrassing! To be seen like this is a fate worse than death. But I'm not alone. I hear footsteps. No, more like claw steps, followed by rustling robes, and a horrible, skittering sound. No, absolutely not. I will not look. Hold on, let me go back to small. Let me go back to small. We're here with Akine. About, let's see, oh no. We're about as large as the Akine sprite. There we go. I am not entertaining whatever fresh horror that was. Shadow looms behind you. A robed figure glides. A robed figure glides past, pauses, then slowly backs away as if I'm the strange one. Another one, sporting a long serpentine tail, grins at me, showing off a mouthful of sharp teeth. I pretend I didn't see it. They're everywhere. I'm being circled by spirits, possibly man-eating spirits, and I hope I'm not on the menu. That's it! I will not be making eye contact with anything that looks like it might eat me. Deep breath. Focus. I've handled rowdy nobles, drunken guests, and several matchmaking attempts. I can handle this. Alright. First things first, clothes. And then I figure out what in the world just happened to me. I push myself up, careful, composed, and... Your arrival, huh? Your tail. Followed by a burst of laughter. Oh, splendid. Public humiliation on day one. Lovely. Alright, breathe. Pretend you are fine. My fingers twitch and something deep inside me whispers. Move low. Stay quick. Bare your teeth if you must. For once, it doesn't sound like a bad idea. Come now, old girl. You've handled worse than this. I like the improvements to the writing. I really like it, actually. I've been noticing some of the updated lines. I prepare to stand, back straight, chin up, just like I've done for decades. Oh no, too fast! You know how when you stand up too fast and your like vision goes black and you need a minute to compose yourself? Yeah, that's happening right now. Sometimes that happens to me whenever I stand up from sitting too fast. Like the blood rushes to my feet and suddenly I don't have blood in my brain. I push off the ground, but instead of a low rise, I practically catapult myself into the air. Oh dear, why is my center of gravity all wrong? The bridge vanishes, and the night air rushes past me as I tumble towards... Oh, for heaven's sake, not again! You never have blood in your brain. Alright, I thought you were lurking. I thought you were lurking. Huh? Why are you jump scaring me like that, Nil? Can a woman not stay dry for 5 minutes? Water. Again. This time it feels different. I can still hear your comments. I suppose you do listen to me. That's new. Wow. I seem to be breathing underwater. Well, that's new. Certainly an improvement. Certainly an improvement over my previous life, at least. I don't have to... Oh, wait, I clicked. I don't have to worry about dying twice in one night. Didn't I already drown today? Fine. If the afterlife is just a series of puddles, I'll just live at the bottom. But before I can decide to stay here out of sheer stubbornness, the water lashes out. A hand catches me, yanking me forward with a grip that says, "Stop embarrassing yourself and get out of my river." Oh, that... Ow, why did... Just so happened it was dead quiet when you said that. Don't be so full of yourself, Grammar. Alright, you don't have to bonk me so many times like that. Come on, man, I'm just making comments. That's my whole thing. Commentary. That is a very impressive hand. Very firm. I am pulled upward before I can finish the thought. My head breaks the surface and finally, I see him. My goodness. Now I've seen many men in my life. Strong men, handsome men, men who paid extra for the private onsen package. But this one? He's something else entirely. Oh, this is the new CG! This is what we missed out on! Last time we played! I think it is. Is it? I need to reconfirm that. We're like, whoa! Hold on, was this here before? I need to check. Hold on. Wait, no! Go back. I didn't see. What was the thing? I clicked on the... just look at those sculpted features and that luscious white hair. He looks like an old torn war banner that is still standing out of sheer spite. Still, what of you? Then he drapes his kimono over me, his hand lingering just long enough to ensure it stays. It's been decades since a handsome man held me with such grave solemnity. I could just melt. He offers us his kimono to cover up. Hold on, I need to check if this is part of the previous update. The one that we were supposed to check out during the Choose Wisely festival. Hold on, cat. Mushroom. Yeah, okay. You guys can enjoy the view for a bit while I check it out. Hold on. I suppose this isn't This isn't the new CGI. CGs. Why do I say CGI? January. See, I don't have good memory, so I don't remember which which special CGs were things that we saw before. Ah, okay, so this is a new CG. This was from the update that was supposed to roll out in December, but they had to postpone it for a bit because of some issues with the build. But yeah, here it is. Hold on, let's hide the UI so you guys can see the entire CG. Oh, I love the art. It's so cool. You alright? Oh, Akine. Thank him. You are dignified, Miss Akine. Please. We'll save the flirting for later. I'm fine, thank you. How fortunate that you were here. I place a hand over my chest. He watches me, silent as a grave, and then offers a tiny nod of acknowledgement. Can you walk? More than I ever have before, actually. He slowly extends his hand. Come, I will help you cross. Well, since you are insisting... Miss Akine. I take his hand. My, he's steady. I'd say it feels like a warm, solid grip, handled with a cautious steadiness that's actually rather refreshing. Together we walk. This is a dream, isn't it? Does it feel like one? I watch the way he moves, wondering if the face matches the body. It usually does in stories like this, doesn't it? He's probably quite a heartbreaker under that metal shell. Whoa, wait, this line! I love the new writing. I love the improvements. Oh. He's probably quite a heartbreaker under that metal shell. Hold on, let me hydrate for a bit because I'm getting... I don't know. You're rather intriguing for a dream. His grip on my wrist tightens slightly. Ah, that got a reaction. What do you mean? This old girl has barely been dead an hour, and I'm already finding buttons to push. Akine... Because it is not a dream. Well, I suppose if I had to fall into anyone's arms, yours aren't the worst. Truly, I love the boldness of old women. He doesn't take the bait and gently nudges his head forward. The bridge is a dangerous place for a fresh soul to linger. No sense of play whatsoever. Straight back to business then. Alright, dear. Do me a favor and confirm it for me. Are you... yokai? Indeed, we are. Recall the stories now. Yokai are reincarnated from living souls. Isn't that the way of it? I pinch my hand again. It hurts, and I'm still here. Well, this is real then. I've gone and done it. Well, Akine, you have two choices. Fall into an existential crisis or flirt your way through it. How scandalous. How odd. I blink up at him, deep in thought. To be precise, you're an Ookami. Ookami? Isn't that what I reincarnated into? How odd. I didn't know that turning into a yokai means getting a makeover. This is your reaction? It's your reaction that's odd. Most souls spend their first hour in the rebirth. Why is it that I can't speak today? Is it because of the air? Is it because there's low humidity? I don't know. Is it because I've got phlegm and this is like a small thing where I'm getting allergies again? No, I don't want to get allergies again. Come on, man. I had to brush my dog earlier. And maybe all the dust that was from my dog got into my nose and I'm getting allergies again. It's still persisting, like, yeah. I'm not allergic to my dog, by the way. I'm allergic to the dust. Most souls spend their first hour in the river, weeping for their lost lives, instead of this. Well, I was an old woman minutes ago, and now you are not. Are you certain I wasn't just gifted with an incredible youth elixir and a terribly dramatic fur accessory when I came here? He actually stops walking, head tilting as if he's trying to find the logic in my brain and coming up empty. Oh, wait, where did I click? Yes. Pity. That would have made an excellent onsen spa package. Oh, why did the music stop? I was clicking in the thing. The man just answers with a long, slow breath. Exactly the sound of a spirit who is already tired of my nonsense. Alright, so it's true then. I died with unfinished business and came back all supernatural. Did I miss much? Not much. Well, I mean, you missed the CG where they displayed Akine. Where they showed Akine newly isekai'd and reincarnated. Also, welcome, Bonsai. You missed out on you missed out on her showing out her dogs, her feet. Humans do not become yokai without cause. Let me guess the recipe. A heavy pour of desire, a twist of longing, and a generous splash of regret. They always say intense feelings linger. Honestly, I was practically marinated in them. You understand your situation surprisingly quickly. I curl my fingers into the fabric of the kimono around me. It's strange. I feel more here than I did when I was alive. I didn't want to die alone. That was it. The grand finale of my life was a desperate wish for a hand to hold. For a moment, only the river answers me. It was powerful enough. So this is the afterlife. A wet robe and a stranger with surprisingly steady hands. I suppose it's still better than vanishing without a fuss. Or you were simply too loud for the afterlife to ignore. Cheeky. But I suppose a man who can return fire is much better than I suppose a man who can return fire is much better than one who just broods. True! We've all seen our fair share of brooding men in these types of otome games. It's really fun to see banter between these two. It's very frustrating whenever like the male love interest in otome games like this are like really broody and would rather not have dialogue. When this game is supposed to be about dialogue, why are you not talking, right? Is the MC gonna be the only one talking in this relationship? Like, goddamn. Very true. As much as they are an interesting character, broody characters, the ones who are like super silent and never talks at all, they get boring sometimes. I spend my entire life running a ryokan, only to die and become a yokai. Some might call that a bit on the nose. MC's back hurting from carrying the entire conversation for real. Yeah, but fortunately, this guy can banter. So we're in good hands. Alright then, what's the routine? Do I just sit here looking fabulous until someone comes to collect me? Or am I free to wander off and find some poor soul to pester? You decide that. Oh dear. Very helpful, and incredibly vague. You should write fortune cookies. As simple as that? Yes. After all, even as yokai, it's still your life. Ah, so it comes with free will. Excellent. I was hoping this wouldn't be one of those ominous, bound to an ancient curse situations. I see a smirk. Oh, he's definitely judging me. Disappointed. Devastated. I look past him at the mist-covered bridge ahead. Now, before I start deciding my path, where were you going before I made that spectacular descent into the river? I'd say you look like a man with somewhere to be. Home. Home? There, and where might that be? There. He lifts his chin slightly, and as if on cue, the mist moves to reveal a structure at the end of the bridge. A dilapidated inn. Is that a ryokan? Yes. A ryokan? In the spirit world. Indeed. I spend my whole life running an inn, and fate sends me right back to the front desk? My, the universe has a very dry sense of humor, it seems. And you live there? Yes. I cross my arms, sizing him up. He's as unreadable as ever, but something about his tone is humoring me. With rooms? Yes. A big, sturdy building like that must have plenty of quiet, empty corners. Perhaps a room with a view for a lady who's had a very long day. He shifts ever so slightly, realizing that he has walked straight into whatever trap I have set. Perhaps. Oh dear, very fortunate for me. His arms cross over his chest, and for a second, I swear, he's fighting back the urge to smirk. And you intend to claim it, just like that? Well, I did just die and come back as a yokai. I feel like that entitles me to at least one complimentary perk. One? For now. I tap my chin, pretending to think. Tell you what. I'll earn it. Let me help out in your inn. Sweep a few hallways, clean the guest rooms, and look breathtaking while doing it. It'll be a fair trade. There's a beat of silence, and then I have made a mistake. I should have left you in that river. Wonderful! I'll take it. He lets out a breath so heavy I'm surprised he doesn't sink to the bridge. The man looks at the river, then to me, clearly mourning his lost peace and quiet. Finally, he gives up on life and starts walking. I follow him with a grin on my face. Well, he can huff and puff till his face turns blue, but I've already mentally claimed a room there. The ryokan looms ahead and, well, it's a building, technically. It's practically begging to collapse and call it quits. My, it's very... What do the younger people call it these days? Rustic? Not exactly, welcome weary traveler, enjoy your stay, is it? No. This isn't exactly how things used to be, is it? It was. Did the previous owner simply walk out, or did the building just lose the will to live first? Either one sounds equally tragic, though. Please. A man with such impressive shoulders really shouldn't be keeping a house in a place that looks this miserable. Shouldn't be keeping house in a place that looks this miserable. Broad shoulders, alright, ma'am. Do you honestly expect me to believe it was always quite this inviting? I can practically hear the unspoken sigh before it leaves him. Are you quite finished? No, I haven't even started. Well then, don't let me stop you. That sounds more like a challenge. Unless, of course, he's mocking me. Then, at last, we step inside. Oh, This seems worse for wear. Oh, that oh is the sound of decades of experience shrieking in horror. It's worse than I thought. A ryokan should be warm and inviting, but this place feels like it's waiting for permission to die, and frankly, looking at those cells, I'm tempted to give it. This is a disaster. I am aware. Goodness, just like that? No attempt to sugarcoat it. Would there be a point? Alright, that's fair. What happened here? I lost the power to sustain it. My will and the buildings drifted apart. You say that like you misplaced it under a cushion. You can't just lose the ability to maintain a ryokan. Or can you? I have no idea. Would have been easier if I had. And how long has it been like this? Very long. That, at least, I believe. I feel a ghost of a heartbeat in that sentence. This lobby is a wreck, yes, but there's a desperate sort of order to it. Someone is giving their all just to keep this poor place breathing. I should walk away. I'm dead! I've officially retired from the headache of hospitality. But even with that mask hiding his face, I know that slump in his shoulders. I've seen that exact same silhouette in the mirror on the nights I thought my own ryokan would swallow me whole. It's a burden, isn't it? Running a house that's forgotten how to love you back. You're keeping the lights on with sheer willpower, even though you're running on empty. You think if you stop, everything ends. I've lived that life. It's a heavy kind of lonely. His hands are still, but those shoulders are shaking. Looks like I've hit a nerve. Have you changed your mind, then, about staying here? Leave? And let that poor man keep moping in the dark? I'm not cruel. I see the poor wilted plant in the corner behind the guy. True. This place needs some TLC. I can't see an inn like this and walk away. Not when it still has bones strong enough to stand. Changed my mind? Goodness, I've just upgraded my ambitions. I'm not just going to help out. I'm going to help you revitalize it. I suppose it's true what they say. Once an Okami, always an Okami. I simply refuse to let a house with this much history die. Help. Indeed. Consider me a very well-timed gift from the heavens. Or the river. Take your pick. I don't need it. Oh, I'm sure you don't. But that doesn't mean you should turn it down. People realize the weight of this place and vanish. Or they stay and try to change things they don't understand. Don't call it help then. Call it professional meddling. Persistent. You're very set in your ways. It's a match made in heaven, no? He exhales slowly. Starting to realize that no isn't in my vocabulary today. And your price? What do you gain from tying yourself to a sinking ship? A place to stay, obviously. Is that so? I've lived long enough to know when someone is hiding their true motives behind a clever tongue. You sound surprisingly amused. Oh, just a little sugar for my soul. You're easy on the eyes, and that's payment enough for me. God damn, Miss Akine! Man, if all the MCs could be this smooth, oh my god. Besides, either helping out at your creepy ryokan or wandering around until something with detachable jaws and besides, I look crunchy. I tilt my head, practically begging for a reaction. A twitch, a frown, but no, not a single spark. He's just giving off this heavy, exhausted silence that's frankly exhausting me just looking at it. He knows what she likes. True! I mean, he is a looker. You can't deny that. Besides, you need help, and I need purpose. Let's not complicate a mutually beneficial agreement. And you assume you can do better in keeping this place than me. I mean, look around. I know I can do better. His ears prick up as if I've genuinely surprised him. You claim experience, then? dear, I used to walk barefoot through corridors, balancing ledgers, calming guests, and yelling at staff, all before breakfast. I let the silence hang, watching him piece it together. She's an Okami, my dude! Then tell me, Okami-sama, what would you do to improve it? Well, moving a single chair would count as a renovation at this point, wouldn't it? We'll start with the cobwebs. They're getting entirely too comfortable, and I don't share my workspace with 8-legged squatters. If it's one thing I know, it's that old ladies know how to take care of a home. True! Then we tackle the lighting. It's so dim in here, I can't tell if I'm talking to a landlord or a coat rack. It's gloomy, even for the afterlife. I'm pretty sure I felt something evil whispering in that cupboard. I motioned toward the dust-covered reception table. Shoddy doesn't even begin to cover it. I want them to check in, not check for exits. Hello, Celeste. Hi. We're here. We just entered a dilapidated inn. And we're basically roasting it out. Roasting it to hell and back. For being so neglected. I glanced toward the empty seating area, where the chairs look rather dusty and unkempt. It's offensive, really. They look like they've forgotten what a human or a spirit even feels like sitting on them. Back in my ryokan, oh, what a time it was. Oh, what a time that was. The lanterns always glowed warmly, the sake never stopped flowing, and I knew the name of every guest who ever dared to flirt with me. I may have been alone behind the curtains, but the halls never were. Laughter, footsteps, whispers in the night. Sometimes scandalous, sometimes not. It was loud, it was messy, and most importantly, alive. I wanna go to a ryokan. I wanna go to a Japanese hot spring. God dang. While this is a shrine to silence. Frankly, silence is a terrible host. It's a disaster, dear. A total heartbreak of a building. And you believe you can fix this. Oh, I don't believe. I know. Arrogant. If you are as skilled as you claim. Oh, it's a very big if for you, isn't it? Feel free to test me. I adore an audience. He studies me for a long moment, and I catch the precise moment he finally realizes he's not winning this, or anything else today. Don't stink up the hot springs, Mori! I'm there to get clean! Come on! The hot springs will make me smell not stinky anymore. I will no longer be stinky dog if I go to a hot spring. Come on! Sponsor me! Someone sponsor my hot spring visit. The closest thing to it today is probably an Airbnb somewhere high up. High up? There are no hot springs high up that I know. You know, I only know about like freshwater springs that are really cold water. There's no hot springs that I know of around my area. Fine, have it your way. But when you fail, don't say I didn't warn you. Careful, by next week you'll be thanking me. You will work here then. Naturally, and you will follow my rules. Define follow. The man just turns his heel, expecting me to follow. This is going to be entertaining. Well then, now that you've sort of accepted my offer, I suppose I should at least know who my boss is. Shimon. And who are you supposed to be, Shimon? I hope your resume is more impressive than your housekeeping. I am one of the 4 mythical beasts. He answers with casual indifference of someone commenting on the weather. Oh. I'm one of the 4 mythical beasts. The azure dragon, the vermilion bird, the white tiger, the black tortoise. I am the white tiger. Wait, the white tiger? The one from the scrolls? The very same. Slowly, I let my gaze travel up and down, actually looking at it. We got the mythical beast here! Holy moly! They moved the introduction sooner than last time? Really? This is sooner now? I don't remember much! I have the memory of a goldfish! Has it been faster? Gosh. This frail, wilting daikon radish of a man is the legendary Byakko? Oh, he's just going to simply stand there with that little smirk, isn't he? And how, pray tell, does one of the 4 mythical beasts end up like this? That is not important. It is the most important thing in this room. Why are you hiding in a ruin like this? I am not obligated to answer that. Stinky dog with goldfish memory. Come on, guys. Come on, this is me. Can't you accept me for who I am? If I recall correctly, we had to clean up first, then we get introduced to him as the Byakko in his room. Wait, really? I have to go back and rewatch the VOD. Goldfish memory. Did the bonk work? I didn't hear the bonk. Oh no. Wait a minute. Did the bonk work? Test bonk. Test bonk. Ow! Wait, that was only one bonk! It works? Did it bonk twice? I'm not sure. Stop bonking! No, stop bonking, alright? It was only one bonk! Oh well. Huh. Every time I click in the anywhere in the screen that's not a button, it progresses the dialogue. I think that's a issue. We need to, I don't know. What am I doing again? I forgot. See, I have the memory of a goldfish. Right. Every time I click on anywhere in the screen that isn't a button, it progresses the dialogue. That seems like it shouldn't be. That's not supposed to happen. A challenge, delightful. Okay. How many lines of dialogue did I miss? I'm not obligated to answer that. Fine, I'll let it go for now. Let's start over then. I am Akine, former Okami of Ryokan Tsukikage in the human world. I ran my ryokan for decades. I know how to handle guests, manage staff, and maintain order. Do you now? A challenge. Oh, delightful. Dear, I once managed a summer festival, 3 weddings, and a pipe burst all in one day, while wearing a kimono with a busted hem. I practically breathe hospitality. Seems like a bug, yeah. I kept that place running on time, under budget, and with guests so happy they left gifts. Shimon doesn't answer before shaking his head sarcastically. You're very hubristic for a wolf who's just playing log in the rapids a few hours ago. Excuse me? Odd. My memory suggests you were a floating, bedraggled ball of fur that needed saving. I was just testing if I'd die a second time if I actually drowned. Truly? Then you must be thrilled I cut your experiment short. You were looking quite finished. Fine, you won this round. I love the banter. Welcome then, your new home. In that case, boss, Why don't you give me the grand tour? I assume you've at least identified which disasters need my attention first. Perhaps. Look at him go, pretending he's not one stiff breeze away from a tumble. Naturally, I match his pace. I could easily overtake him and do a lap around this dusty hallway. Why ruin the view? Oh, Akine. It's high-quality entertainment watching a legendary beast play I'm fine when he's actually exhausted. Just as I'm considering how long he'll keep up the act, I catch sight of my reflection in a dusty mirror. Right. I'm still wearing his robe. It's scandalously slipping off one shoulder, draping around me in a way that could either be elegant or suggestive, depending on the lighting. My, here I am, strolling through your home in nothing but your clothing. What will the spirits say? Shimon stops mid-step and turns to me. You require proper clothing. Do I? I think this look has a certain charm. A bit daring, but refined, actually. Miss Akine! Such a commanding tone. He doesn't dignify me with a response. Rude. And disappears down the hall, leaving me alone. I take the opportunity to glance around. What was this place like before? When was it alive? When it was alive? Hold on, let me take a drink. Hello, A4! Welcome in, welcome in. Why does he seem so reluctant to talk about it? Before I can dig too deeply into my own curiosity, Shimon returns, carrying a neatly folded kimono. The moment my fingers brush the fabric, I notice something immediately. It's well kept. There's a faint, lingering scent, soft, floral, distinctly not his. A woman's scent. Oh, Shimon. Oh, Shimon. Who's the lucky lady, and why am I wearing her kimono? Ask about the kimono, just thank him. Are we one to pry when we're immediately... I don't think we're one to pry. Come on, Miss Akine. Let's have some decorum. Thank you. He probably has his own reasons for keeping a woman's kimono, and he'll tell us that eventually, in his own time. I say it gently, accepting the kimono with both hands. The teasing lilt in my voice fades, just a touch. I could ask. I want to ask. The scent clings like a memory. Someone cared for this, or was cared for. But we've only just met, haven't we? But perhaps some stories aren't meant to be touched with curious fingers right away. True! My money's on it being one of the other legendary beasts, who is his ex. Whoa, that's a crazy bet, holy moly. It would be cool to have it as a plot twist. The fabric brushes against my skin, and nostalgia washes over me. I wore a kimono like this once, long ago, on the night my heart first cracked open. He said he couldn't stay, said the inn was too quiet in the winter. And yet he had no trouble keeping warm in someone else's arms the following spring. I remember watching his back as he walked away, snow in my sleeves, sake in my blood, and pride in my spine. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwater after midnight. Oh, this is new content! Or I don't remember this being mentioned when I first played the demo a few months ago. Whoa! She's got her own broken heart. This feels new. Yeah, it feels new. I'm not sure if this was mentioned before, but like, ooh, this is juicy stuff. Juicy content. I love me some tea, you know what I mean? Akine, your heart was broken. I smiled, waved, bowed like a good hostess, and cried into the dishwater after midnight. Ah, youth. So dramatic, so hydrated. Same bestie, you know me. Ad break. It'll be a really quick ad break, don't worry. But it's long past now. I'll take good care of it. He doesn't answer, but the brief twitch in his ears tells me he heard me. Change quickly. There's still much to see. I decide not to push further, not now. This hallway leads to the guest rooms. How many are there? More than enough, but they're unused. Don't worry, boss. I have plenty of ideas to bring life back to this place. I will reserve judgment. He strides ahead before I can retort. She's pouting. The scenery has changed, but the dance hasn't. Checking latches, counting shadows, keeping the world from falling apart. I spent decades doing exactly what he's doing now. He looks just as bone-tired as I felt the day everything ended. This is one of the guest rooms. Oh? He slides the shoji door open with a smooth motion, revealing the room inside. I hope no one died in this room. None yet. None yet. His voice is as dry as the air in here. Seems like evil spirits are the only ones staying here. This needs to change. I swish my tail, stepping further inside. A little warmth, a little charm. A lot of exorcism and scrubbing. And this place should be something special. I simply cannot wait. Alright, first order of business. Who's cleaning all this? That would be you. My dear, you really think I'd fall for that? You're the Okami now? Yes, and a proper Okami delegates. Speaking of, where are all the staff? Surely you weren't running this place alone? No, there were others. The tiny tiger figure. Yeah. I have a white tiger plushie, actually. Where is it? Where's the man? Well, there he is. Hold on. I can't even show you guys, but I do. I have it right here. I have it with me. I'm holding it right now. It's a white tiger plushie. It's shaped like a tsum tsum. It's shaped like a tsum tsum. I'll post a picture of it sometime later. I just need to pat it and stuff. I'll leave it here next to my water bottle. It'll be with me as we play this game. Word? A soldier spirit who cooked. A broom that never stopped sweeping. A lazy river dweller who barely did anything unless bribed. When my strength faded, they withdrew. Yokai bound to a place need energy to remain. Without it, they slumber or disappear. Head pat, thank you. So they've been asleep this whole time? Perhaps. Or waiting. I can no longer tell the difference. He says it like it doesn't hurt. But something in his voice tells me it does. His weight shifts. Something's off. Boss? His posture wavers. His balance falters. And before I know it, he collapses. No! Shimon! Shimon! I move without thinking, catching him before he fully crumples to the floor. It's a good thing I've got the strength of a wolf now, otherwise we'd both be a heap on the floor. Knockout, he's lighter than I expected. Surprisingly so. For someone built like a mountain god, I thought I'd be I'd need divine intervention, or at least a sturdy wheelbarrow. You overdid it, didn't you? Silence. I sigh, pressing my fingers lightly into his wrist, checking the pulse beneath his skin. Wait, do you guys even have a pulse? I'm... Oh, wait, no, I didn't mean to skip. I'm... alive. I smooth a stray lock of white hair away from his mask, brushing it carefully behind his ear. You really don't take care of yourself, huh? It looks like he might respond, but in the end he doesn't. Lucky for you, dear. You just hired the best Okami there is. He groans softly. I take that as an acceptance. Now, where's your room? Unnecessary. Ah, yes. I forgot, he's one of those. The quiet, brooding types. Who wear their past like a second mask and dare you to ask what's underneath. Let me guess, you think you can sleep anywhere, don't you? Yes. No, absolutely not. I let you. You'll curl up in some drafty hallway and waste away in your sleep. A proper ryokan master must have a proper room. He exhaled. Aggressively. The nerve. Look, you can't fight me on this, or you can just tell me where... Look, you can fight me on this, or you can just tell me where it is. And I'll let you sleep in peace. Your choice. End of the hall. Alright, boss. Up we go. So this is Shimon's room. It's exactly what I expected, which is to say, very dull. It's organized to a fault, but it's completely hollow. He's clearly decided that living is just a series of chores between naps. I'm tempted to put down a shogi table out of spite. I shift my grip again, still surprised I'm carrying him at all, to be honest, and lower him carefully onto the futon. The second he touched the mattress, his body fully gave in to the exhaustion. You've made your life so small, haven't you? Most people keep a memento to remind them of who they are, but you've stripped everything away. What exactly are you holding on to? Silence. She's expected, but still. Oh. Which one do we pick, chat? I'm letting you guys pick. Help change his clothes, help take off his mask. If I recall correctly, the choice that we made was help take off his mask last time. Because he was very... when we picked that decision, he was very touchy about his mask. So we changed his clothes? My, scandalous. Scandalous. Shimon is drenched in sweat. Without thinking, I reach for the collar of his robe, loosening the fabric slightly to help him breathe. My fingers brush his chest and... Oh, he's absolutely searing. Is he running a fever? And yet, the moment I touch him, it's my own face that starts burning up. He's conscious enough to point toward the chest, which means he knows exactly where my hands are, and he's not doing a thing to stop them. Are your clothes in there? He gives the smallest nod, head tilting, observing me. I move the chest, slide it open. Inside, a stack of folded robes, identical in design. I grab one from the top and return. Alright, let's get you out of this, boss. No funny business. I'm doing this as a professional, a responsible adult. Now, how to do this? I've spent decades managing crises and tending to sick staff and guests. But as I kneel here, my hands feel like they belong to a stranger. I pull the robe down, my palms grazing his back by mistake. Shimon inhales as a tremor runs through him, and Kami-sama, I am definitely out of my depth. Hold still, alright? Shimon exhales slowly, then speaks in a low tone. You're very thorough, O Kami-sama. My fingers freeze just below his collarbone. My heart does something rather scandalous. To think, he's half dead with fever and all and still has the gall to tease me. I hold my tongue, but only because his fever is doing the talking for him. There. That's better. He'll be back to grumbling at me in no time. I find a stray fold in his sleeve just to keep my hand against him. It's an excuse to stay close, but Shimon doesn't call my bluff. Sleep well, Shimon. Yay! We did well! We didn't touch the mask! Yippee! Yippee! Now that that's settled, he really was planning to shoulder all this alone, wasn't he? How long has he been carrying this weight? Yippee! There's no staff to help out in this broken place. This man is too stubborn to ask for help. But I've always had a soft spot for beautiful things in need of repair. And you, White Tiger, are long overdue for someone to take care of you for once. I will drag this place back to life, and maybe you along with it. Alright, this place is a mess. Let's fix that. And here we are! Going to clean. Eyes sharp, dust, cobwebs, skunk. Whatever doesn't belong, it's getting evicted. This is still a ryokan, gosh darn it, and it'll start acting like one. I hope we get to see the other residents this time, actually. I hope so too. But this is a demo, so I'm not really expecting it. We will see more content when it's the full game out. You know, we're looking forward to the full game. Let's keep finding and clearing every nook and cranny. The more I clean, the lighter the air will feel. And who knows, I might dig up a few little secrets the boss forgot to dust over while I'm at it. In every area, there are 3 objects that can give you information about Shimon's past. Oh, new gameplay mechanics! The history of the ryokan. Find them before the area is clean to unlock a secret scene at the end of each chapter. Map. Oh, there's a lot. There's a the Red Bridge entrance. Let's go back. Let's start with the entrance. Clean dirty spots and exercise spirits 9. Even though the writing has faded, he still keeps it here. I think this wooden plaque is important to him. Oh, that's the hidden thing. Oh, we're actually finding hidden things. Oh my god. Alright. Something here. A little light would be nice, preferably the non-ominous kind. Huh. Can I click on the lantern? No. Someone is still waiting here, but for what and who? Oh. Whoa. That's base boosted. Okay, let's see. The ledger. The guest book. Guests should be signing in, not having a sneezing fit. Let's clean this guest book. But look at this handwriting. Very sophisticated, very intricate. I think whoever wrote this was probably the type who labeled all the storage jars and rearranged the towels when bored. Alright, okay, that was one of the hidden things. Let's see, maybe this is one of the hidden things too? Hacked but never used. Maybe whoever had this left in such a hurry that it was forgotten. I wonder why Shimon never bothered moving it. That's 3! Oh, we got all 3! The plants. Let's clean up the cobwebs. The poor plant is trying its best, so the creepy crawlies have to go. Clean. Yippee! Ah yes. Cobweb to the face. More haunted manner than ryokan, really. More cobwebs. Right above the guest book? That's just rude. No one wants to sign in under our spider ambush. More light, please. Of course, there's dried blood on the floor because this place wasn't creepy enough already. Oh, that's dried blood? Oh my god. Alright, that's clean. I think the windows are the only ones dazzling in this ryokan, next to these suspiciously yellow stains. I hate cobwebs in my face, yeah. Have you ever walked through like an alleyway or something, like narrow path, and then suddenly you just... a string of cobweb just latches onto you, like, whoa! Whoa! Cobweb jump scare, what? Okay. Well, we have 3 left. You know, if you're going to lurk inside the cupboard, at least offer to help dust. We're exorcising spirits. Oh, one more. Is it the torn thing? A torn scroll. Either someone left in a hurry and accidentally ripped it, or there was a fight, and this was the aftermath. Yippee! Oh, so pretty! And there's light! Let there be light. Can we water the plant? The plant has been watered. The forest has lots of webs. You walk through a forest? What? Why are you walking through a forest? Neil? What's your business walking through a forest? Huh? The plants live, they're alive, they've been rejuvenated. Okay, next up, a guest room. The white tiger. This charm looks handmade. Crude shape, but with love in every indent. It's a tiger, like the Byako. He kept it, so either he's sentimental or really bad at spring cleaning. Well, of course, because sleep paralysis wasn't terrifying enough already. What is that? Oh, eyes! Oh my god. Alright. Let me see if I can find more hidden objects. I'm not gonna touch that dried blood yet. I hope Shimon doesn't keep a literal corpse in here instead of figurative. Okay, that's one of the spirits. Serene mind like still water. I think that means a mind unruffled by events and the stresses of life. Is that what the writer strived for? Okay, that's 3. And this letter's been hidden here and folded so many times before. I read the sentence, Dear Shimon, and immediately close it again. This feels too personal. I don't think it's my place to snoop around. Yeah, don't go reading letters that aren't addressed to you. I take my morning walks and jogs there. I do it for the love of the game. You jog in the forest? Oh my god. Private letter, yeah. Okay, we got all 3. Time to clean up. I hope this isn't a guest's leftovers. That would be very awkward to clean. I'm not touching it with my bare hands to make sure. Eyes. Cobwebs. Who wants to sleep with a cobweb over their head? A beautiful view like this, ruined by spiders with no sense of hospitality. Blasphemous. Why is there hands here? Imagine sleeping here and a face peeks from behind the glass like a clingy past lover that just won't go away. Hold on, man. Like a regretful ex? Oh my god. Last one. If anything lunges out of this closet, I swear I'm setting it on fire with sake. Alright! Okay, last one at the entrance, at the red bridge. We need to find the 3 things first. Ah, an okuda. Whoever the writer was, they prayed for Byakko, not to Byakko. Huh. A charm tied with careful knots. I don't think it's a mere decoration. I wonder if Shimon's strength had already waned back then. Let's see if I can find the last one. Oh! Well, well, this little embroidery has hand-stitched initials with the letter M. With white letter M. No guest takes the time to embroider a napkin just for fun. That's 3 of the things now. Let's clean up. Glowing eyes watching me from the mist. Lovely. Exactly the atmosphere I wanted for a cozy ryokan. Can we clean up the bubbles? Well, well, that's either caused by swamp dust or a creature lurking underneath the water. I don't want to deal with either. Murky water, murky history, murky everything. Honestly, boss, what were you doing out here all those years? Absolutely not. I refuse to be dragged underwater by those hands. That's only 4! What am I missing? Nature is reaching this place. I suppose I should reclaim it. Off with you, vines! There's 2 left. What am I missing? Oh. Oh, wonderful. Whispering from the trees, probably eavesdropping spirits. Last one. Can I even see it? I forgot which ones we had to clean. Oh, there it is. The slippery rock. Don't think about what caused it, just scrub it clean. There we go! That was everything, right? We got 3 in every area. I step back, surveying my work with no small amount of satisfaction. The dust, gone. The cobwebs vanished. The evil spirits are probably migrating somewhere else. Then I hear footsteps behind me. I turn just as Shimon enters, and... oh no. Oh! This is the new CG! Chat! Look at him! I'm looking forward to the other one as well. Oh! Oh! Shimon. There's approximately, I think, a total of 3 CGs in this demo. But, what? Wait. Actually, you're right, Bonsai. He's replenished his strength. He's no longer looking like what's a word for it? Like a crumbling twig. He has replenished his strength, and it has returned to him. Why? Why is he so handsome? True. Why does he look like that after barely a nap? His skin has color again. His shoulders look broader. His jawline more defined, and I bet I can use it to slice Motchi. No, don't slice me with those jaw! Don't slice me with the jawline, no! Keep him away from me! And sleeping for a little bit changes appearance so drastically? Is that even allowed? My gaze absolutely betrays me, and of course he notices. I clear my throat so hard I might have dislodged my spine, and immediately throw my hands toward the freshly cleaned lobby. Well, look who's up and walking. What do you think? It's acceptable. Oh, I'm sorry, did I mishear? Because it sounded like you just undersold my miracle work. Everything is still standing. That's an improvement. I gasped, hand to my chest like he just struck me with a mortal wound. Everything is still standing? After all I've done, this is the level of praise I get. Would you prefer a ceremony? Festival in your honor? Small compliment wouldn't hurt. I will see if the spirits can play instruments. Alright. Hold on, let me turn on the lights because it's getting dark here. There we go. Did he just joke back? Did my ears trick me? Admit it, you're impressed. You did well. Wait. Say it again? No. Just once more, please, so I can cherish your compliment. I will say only this. It is nice to walk through a place that does not resemble an evil spirit's final resting place. Aha! Victory! I fold my arms triumphantly, while I can't tell what his expression is under that mask, but I know that he approves. Perhaps it is time. Time? To reopen. Start gathering power again. Then let's do it! I step forward, tilting my head, watching him closely. I'll make this ryokan shine again, boss. Just you watch. You'll see. No, we will succeed. He's gone, and for the first time in ages, the ryokan feels like it's alive again. Well, I've cleared the grime, but the real mess is about to arrive soon. And this is where we last stopped. From the demo last time. This is where the demo stopped. But there is a bonus scene since we unlocked all those secret what's it called? Secret item things. This wasn't in the schedule. I said, let's have tea near the bridge and watch the river, not let's accidentally dig up your entire emotional history. Wait, is he going to lore dump? Oh my god. Is he going to lore dump? But here we are, right before the inn is about to open its doors again. Figured we could both use a moment to breathe before someone inevitably demands a refund since we're understaffed. So I set the cups down, steal a glance at him and say, tea? He replied with a nod, and now he's sitting across from me as I poured the tea. Tell me something, boss. Have you ever shared tea with someone as alluring as I am? I would rather not answer. You'd get cocky. Oh, he thinks he's clever tonight. Careful. Say one more charming thing and I might start thinking this is a date. Holy moly, Miss Akine! Holy moly! Please not let him be a sobbing mess over his ex or something. We're going to dive into his emotional history, guys. I don't know, man. It is merely tea. He sips, unbothered, while I sip louder, very bothered. You're lucky I find deadpan charm appealing. I used to sit like this with someone many years ago. He had lovely hands and terrible timing. Did he leave? Said life at the Ryokan was romantic enough. Shame. I look very good in an apron. What about you? Surely even white tigers have a romantic phase. He sets his cup down, then pauses. Come on, boss, give me something. Give me the tea! Come on! We eaten good with this banter, true. There was someone. Now we're getting somewhere. Someone, That's all I get? You did not offer a name either. Tch. Alright, fair. But mine didn't leave because of some fancy... But mine didn't leave behind some fancy handmade gifts like calligraphy or a tiger figurine that you can find lying around. Oh, we pieced that together? God damn. Seems like that one got a reaction. You've been snooping, it seems. I manage an inn, so I don't snoop, dear. I uncover. What was she like? She liked quiet places. And then she would have hated me. Then she would have hated me. She would. Whoa, wait! You don't say... No, you don't say that to a lady! Oh my god! But I wouldn't. Oh! Oh, nice save, Shimon! Alright, nice save, Shimon. Nice save. She liked quiet places. Then she would have hated me. She would, but I wouldn't. Whoa! Clap to that. My. Dangerous choice of words. That was quite a bold statement, boss. Interpret it however you wish. But you deflected from my original question. Of course, I didn't mean to pry, boss. I'm above that. But I was just wondering if I should be jealous of a ghost with good taste. Jealousy would be pointless. So is resisting me, and yet here we are. We finish our tea in silence. Well then, that's enough honesty for one cup. Agreed. Let him keep his secrets. For now. That's it! No. Wait, no, there's more! Yippee! Seems like word travels faster than smoke in the afterlife. I'm finishing up my rounds when the sound of shuffling footsteps hit the porch. Kasaobake! The umbrella yokai! My, is this the place with the new Okami? I felt the energy all the way down the old road. Oh heavens, the first one has arrived? So soon! I have my most charming welcome practiced to perfection. But as I open my mouth, the shadows behind them begin to multiply. Suddenly there are 3, 6, a dozen sets of glowing eyes behind them. Oh, it's getting full. Welcome! Oh, goodness me, one at a time, if you please. My greeting is lost in the noise. They're ignoring me entirely. The guest rooms might be ready, but the rest of the ryokan is a disgrace. I haven't had time to hide. I need backup immediately. Time to find the one man who refuses to panic. Boss! Shimon! We have guests! Quite a lot of them, very suddenly. The ryokan is not ready for this level of enthusiasm. I need your assistance at the lobby immediately. Oh, thank Kami-sama. He appears beside me instantly. Looking far too serene for a man whose lobby is packed with curious yokai. It seems like many have felt my energy changing. Dang, it's not hot. The tea was not hot, unfortunately. It's fine. I clutch his sleeve and haul him toward the hallway, nearly tripping over in panic. Cute line. Courtesy be damned, we are not ready. The onsen is a mess, the kitchen is a disaster, and the dining room is still possessed. I'm a professional, but I'm not a miracle worker. What do we do? He surveys the chaos pouring in. irritatingly unfazed. Handle what you can handle, improvise the rest. Improvise? Oh heavens, I'm going to faint. You're suggesting I wing an opening night for these many souls? Consider it your first real test. Shimon, why? The gall of that man! Does he actually believe in me, or is he just hoping to see me humiliated? I don't know, and I don't care. This woman refuses to be a laughingstock. A ryokan must never turn away a guest. Let's show everyone what this new Okami is capable of, shall we? I return to the guests and welcome the 3 new guests walking in. 3 of them. The kitsunes, right? Finally, these doors are open again. Smells different too, less decay, more welcoming. Must be the new Okami's touch. Oh, flattery suits you, darlings. Keep it up and I might accidentally leave an extra bottle of sake in your room tonight. That's right, 'tis I, your new Okami, Akine. I'm the one doing the impossible, and making sure our Byakko-sama over there stays properly stressed. Quite bold. Oh, she's fun. We'll see how long it lasts. My lord, oh my lord! I flash them a grin sharp enough to make a grumpy Oni blush. But before I can really get my momentum going, another guest saunters in. It's wait. 2 tails, pointy ears. Right, a nekomata. I think I've only read about them in dusty scrolls. But seeing them in the flesh, well, so is a very different story. Nekomata! New Okami is very cute. Cute am I? Heavens, they only knew the panic behind this cute smile. They'd be truly impressed. Then a tanuki arrives, his eyes glinting and his pockets jingling. Well, well, a new house and a new face. I bet the rates are still flexible. Look at that. I almost want to charge him double just for the sheer audacity. But my real entertainment arrives on cue. Shimon finally steps in. You may ask for a reimbursement if you have problems with our service. Boss? We're still severely lacking staff here. Please do not say something so bold. The tanuki whistles smugly. Oh, look at you, all polished and polite again. I thought you'd forgotten how to host. It's been a long time, old friend. Would you listen to that voice? Goodness, he's actually being quite pleasant. My, such grace, Byakko-sama. Have you been hiding the side of yourself from me on purpose? I love the diversity. True. Is he smoking? No. Yeah. Well, not that, but he is smoking. I've always been charming, Okami-sama. Oh, I could have a lot more fun with this new, rejuvenated, charming Shimon. Another guest walks in before I can answer that. Well, I've heard of the tale of a rare mountain dweller from Kumamoto. He's an Aburasumashi. He's smiling, but his smile looks rather concerned. The old Okami. Is she not here? I immediately catch the tension in Shimon's shoulders. The Aburasumashi is asking exactly what I've been dying to know, and what Shimon has stubbornly refused to answer. It's the forbidden topic, isn't it? The great taboo. If I can't get the truth from Shimon, maybe I can get it from him instead. Is it worth the risk? What do we do? What's an Aburasumashi? I'm not really sure. I'm not familiar with this yokai. It says it's, the description was saying a mountain dweller yokai, but I'm not really sure what they do. Do we ask? Actually, let's save. Save. This is my first save in however many, however long now. We can always save scum. Load in, like slot 1. Yeah, save that. I'm so curious. Let's ask. You actually knew the old Okami? Knew her? I was an old friend of hers. A woman with a spine of forged steel and a mind like a razor. Not a single thread was ever left loose, and not even a single speck of dust dared to settle under her watch. Ah, wonderful. So I am apparently the opposite replacement for a frozen goddess. I'm about to ask exactly how one competes with someone so efficient, but we are finished with that topic. The room goes still as Shimon's words cut the room's atmosphere. Foolish Akine, I've stepped on a landmine on purpose. Boss, I was only... Drop it, now. No! I don't want to be on Shimon's bad side, I'm so sorry. My apologies, Byako. My apologies. My old tongue slipped. My old tongue slipped, Byako-sama. The silence that follows is suffocating. It's clear that merely mentioning the old Okami has ripped open a wound that clearly never healed. He isn't ready to let me see where it hurts. Yeah. Okay. No! Wait, load. We're going back. But what? Wait, that's how far up. That loading thing. I saved exactly on the choice, right? But it loaded me into the start of the scenario or of the scene. It loaded me at the start of the scene. I guess that's to deter saves coming, I suppose. Or maybe that's not intentional. I'm not sure. I can't save scum like this. I love the kitsunes. And the nekomata. Burunya? Burunya? New Okami is very cute. Burunya? Gurunya? Probably a good idea to bring that up in the feedback, yeah. You guys encounter bugs and stuff in the demo, make sure to tell the devs if you're gonna try this out for yourself. Why are we nyang? Gurunya? Gurunya? Burunya? Burunya? Aburasumashi. I will divert the conversation because this guy has some turmoil he has to deal with. Well, let's not dwell on people who have moved on. This is a ryokan, and it's high time we have some cheer in here. Honestly, my predecessor left me with quite the mess to scrub away. No matter, I've never been one to shy away from a little challenge. That's quite a heavy burden for the new Okami, let alone such a young yokai. Oh, I like it heavy. And I'm also incredibly thorough, so I promise everyone will leave with a smile on their face. Isn't that right, boss? Well, I wonder if Shimon approves. And there it is. The tension has definitely drained out of him. This one's better. I like this one better. I like this one better. I like this choice better. Oh, a laugh? Or was that a scoff? Regardless, I am officially in control of the situation. Let's hope this keeps up. Listen to that. The sweet sound of chaos and heavy luggage clattering on the floor. Laughter is skipping through the corridors again, and frankly, it's about time. Well, almost. Because these walls are still wearing a bit too much gloom for my taste. We really must do something about this as soon as we can. A lovely revival you have here, truly. It has such character. Though I find myself wondering if you hired new staff. They look rather unwelcoming. Your eyes are as sharp as your taste, my lady. It is a work in progress, I assure you. You see, I'm merely letting the building wake up slowly. One wouldn't want to startle the spirits with too much brilliance all at once, isn't it? They'll get angry. That's so. It must be exhausting playing the perfect hostess while you're so clearly undermanned. Alright, all these voices are making my throat itchy. Hello, marriage, welcome! Marriage? Marge? I don't know your username. Alright, we have hydrated. But don't worry, little Okami. With a tongue as sharp as yours, I'm sure you'll find a way to fix everything eventually. She winks and then disappears into her room. Look at my boss, fishing for a compliment, waiting for any gesture of acknowledgement. A nod, a sigh of relief, maybe even a smile as if he's feeling particularly charitable. Or, heavens willing, even a chuckle. I look at my boss or look at my... I look at my boss fishing for a compliment. Akine. You're absolutely glowing, boss. I take it you're thrilled. Thrilled might be pushing it, but yes, this is acceptable. Pleased with the inn or with the view in front of you? Okami-sama, you are reaching. Okami-sama, you're reaching. Reaching? Dear, I don't need to reach. You already heard me. Then hold back a little. The guests can only handle so much of you. My. That was a dangerous ask. Very well, boss, we shall see. But, of course, he's already turned his back, returning to that utterly infuriating brick wall composure of his before I can manage to answer that. Come, Okami-sama. You have a Ryokan to run, and we have no time to play around. Oh. The check-in was the easy part. But dinner is looming and we're short on hands. And on patience as well. The dining hall alongside the kitchen still looks like a disgrace. So the great Okami-sama will be hand-delivering meals tonight after she has made them herself. Somehow. I wouldn't cook a turnip in there, but I have knives, and Shimon keeps fresh ingredients for himself. Sashimi and hand-pressed onigiri will simply do. What's this? One old tray for 20 mouths? Prestige my tale. A meal is coming, elder, and another behind it, and another behind that. I ask only a sliver of patience, perhaps. Then I expect my rice and pickles to be served alongside it, Have the standards of this establishment fallen so far that we're now skipping courses? You bark so loudly for someone already holding a tray at your door, elder. Why not savor what you've been given? Silence, Parasol. Esteemed guests, please. A professional establishment requires a certain level of decorum. If you're quite done, I have a kitchen to attend to. I glide away before they can reply. With one tray in each hand and another in balance on my tail. Oh! A third limb! Well, hasn't this old gal learned a handy little trick? 1 door, 2 door, 3 doors. Your dinner, honored guest. Flash the smile, drop the bow, and pivot. Back I go for more. Heavens, I'm making this look good! If I had this energy in my past life, I wouldn't have to sell my old ryokan. But oh dear, one wing down and my arms are aching in the most unflattering way. Those last trays on the counter look like they've doubled in weight since I last saw. Is this overwork speaking, or does a new yokai body come with strength that drains quicker than expected? I reach for the next one and oh! A hand appears beside me, lifting the tray right out of my grasp. Your pace is impressive, Okami-sama. Your balance is another matter. Excuse me? Teasing? From him? Oh, taking a good look at my form, are you? Whoa! 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 Oh, Akine. Teasing from him? If you're just going to stand there enjoying the show while I struggle with praise, the least you could do is offer a hand. I pivot away too fast, rushing to grab another tray, and my foot catches the edge of the mat. Ah! Oh dear. My grip fails and I stumble forward. Talk about a lack of grace. I braced for the fall, but instead of the floor, I hit something warm and surprisingly solid. That is a impressively rendered CG. That is an impressively rendered CG. As an artist, I love this. So pretty. I love the details of the clothing folds and how it's rendered like right here. It feels like it's from a photograph with how the rendering is done. Careful, Okami-sama. He sets me back upright before picking up another full stack of dishes. Oh my, it's far too close for my composure. Shimon moves to take the heavy lifting off my hands, and somehow my heart does a little somersault that has nothing to do with my near trip before. Well now, boss. And here I thought you were only good at carrying authority. There's more to me than authority, Okami-sama. Most of which you have yet to see. For a moment, I am unable to retort. You need my help that much, I suppose I can lend a hand, or two. Give me half the rooms. I will take the far wing. You handle the near one. For the first time tonight, I've found my rhythm because he's setting the tempo. He moves quite effortlessly. Knocking, bowing, delivering food so easily as if he's done this a thousand times before. The Shimon I first met would never be able to do something like this. Is he drawing power from the guests? Perhaps their presence is feeding his stamina. Why, if that magic keeps him this lively, I might encourage even more visitors. As we pass in the middle of the corridor, Shimon clatters his tray gently with a sly smirk. Heavens, he's smooth. Did he just challenge me without saying anything? Adorable. Give me a quick breather and I'll show him who really has the stamina. Girl, are you going to challenge the great white tiger, Byakko-sama? Alright, I am halfway there. As I reach for the next tray, his hand finds mine instead. Careful, this one's heavier. That'd be something to be honest. Oh my god, we're going to challenge the Byakko-sama? Oh, he's protective. How quaint. His hand is warm, I'll give him that, but we have many hungry doors between us and a finished ship. I am not letting a perfectly good dinner go cold for the sake of a moment. This one's mine. Why don't you go make sure every tray found is target? I'd hate for a guest to starve on your watch. Understood. he followed our orders. Oh, I watched him walk off while I balanced the tray. Right, back to reality. Later that night. The room deliveries are finally done, and I'm still flushed from running after deliveries in one very distracting tiger. Honestly, at my age, blushing should be out of style, yet here I am. Ah, the ryokan survives and so do I. Barely. Look at this man, standing there with that smug little smirk. Amused or just satisfied? Hard to tell with that mask on. Well handled, Okami-sama. Well, it seems like your stamina has returned along with the guests. I'm looking far too energetic today while I'm nearly on my last legs. I suppose I have you to thank for my renewed spirit. I will have to admit that you've proven yourself quite capable of waking up things I thought were long dormant. Oh, the implications. Why would you say it like that, Shimon? Why would you say it like that, Shimon? As I said, I have juggled worse things without breaking a sweat in my old ryokan. Well, surely you have more interesting stories about running a ryokan. I might be interested in hearing more of them. You can retire and call it a night. Or you can join me for tea. Is that an invitation to talk? At this hour? After he spent all evening watching me lose my composure. Let's see how this will pan out. Ah, you're bold to ask. What's the itinerary if I actually indulge you? Nothing scandalous, Okami-sama. I intend to sit, listen to your stories, and perhaps also enjoy the evening while I'm at it. Oh heavens, is he being earnest? That's much more lethal than his usual smirk. Akine! We walk into the garden and sit beside each other with a tea set in hand. Shimon reaches for the teapot first to pour it before I do. Allow me, you worked enough tonight. Not on this Okami's watch. A good hostess always pours for her employer. Let me. Shimon freezes in place before letting me take over. Very well, I won't argue. Now then, I could be proper. Just pour the tea, keep my hands close by, and talk about my past while being the exemplary Okami. Or rather, after seeing how handsy he was with me during the dinner rush. Oh my god. Are you going to really describe it like that, Akine? Oh my lord. I could offer to work out the knots in his shoulders while talking instead. Whoa! Whoa! Say a helpful gesture between peers, perhaps. Oh my lord! It's always like really... I've gotten so used to very meek and timid main characters in otome games. And it always like... what's the word? It's always so refreshing to see MCs like Akine right here being very forward. A massage? I was getting comfortable already. God damn. True. Oh. What do you say, chat? I don't think cuz every time I save it just brings me to the start of the scenario rather than like at this point of the dialogue tree. Hold on, let me see. Let me load it in. Yeah, it brings me to the start of the scenario. So, what do? Do we massage him? Oh no, that's so far! Wait, wait, why are we inside? Oh, wait, no. Right, we are going outside. That was the invitation. And then here. Do we massage? What do we do? When we were being nosy, that was a really bad bad thing. We don't get this opportunity that often, do it. I'm going to blame you guys if that puts him in a bad mood, okay? I'm going to blame you guys. Offer a back rub. After I serve his tea, I give my fingers a snappy little stretch. It's high time I show this man what a professional grade back rub actually feels like. Just blame me more. Well, Nil is also saying yes. You know, boss, these shoulders look quite stiff. How about a back rub? It might be the only way to get you to actually unwind. He hesitates, stopping mid-sip, and I can almost see the gears turning behind that mask of his. A generous offer, however. I think you've done quite a lot for one night. I won't have your fatigue on my conscience. There it is. But is it a no, or just that infuriating polite shield of his? Does he think I'm just being helpful? Or is he waiting to see if I have the gall to insist? Curious. Oh, hush, boss. You literally carried the weight of the dinner service on your shoulders tonight. Would you let me repay the favor? He doesn't say a word. Well, heaven forbid he admits to wanting a back rub, but he merely shifts his position as if inviting me to... Oh! It actually works! I would be a fool not to take that chance, so my hands immediately find his shoulders. Whoa! Whoa! That's wild! Hold on. Wait, no, I'm hitting my mic. Hold on, Red. My mic! I turned off my mic a bit. I had to do something. But there. We got the CG! Holy moly! Wait, my webcam. Okay, there. Wowie! Audio cut. Yeah, it's because I clicked off. And oh, goodness! If I press any harder, I'd need a chisel. This is crazy. You can pretend to be an unbothered soul all you want, Shimon, but these knots say otherwise. Boss, I swear these shoulders could stop a rampaging Tengu. How long have you been holding this in? I was unaware it was so apparent. His shoulders are so stiff. Apparent? I'm tempted to fetch an actual hammer for these knots. Now, just relax, and let's see if I can undo a few decades? Centuries of damage? I've lost count, truly. He lifts his cup, trying to look composed, though his shoulders soften a bit by bit under my hands. Oh, he really did give him a back rub. Oh my god, guys. My hands are working their magic on his back when the air between us starts to thrum. Oh? What have we here? I came here to relax him, but it feels like the house, or maybe the man himself, is feeding me energy strong enough to release muscle pain. You know your way around a knot, I see. Dear, to become a good Okami, one must learn about managing stress. I I can tell exactly where someone is hiding their exhaustion. Interesting. And where am I hiding mine? Right here. I press into the exact knot tucked behind his shoulder blade, firm enough to make Shimon tense. And here. I move my hand upward, following the line of tension until it reaches the curve of his neck, then very softly brush my finger near his temple. I wonder if there are stress lines under his mask, under that mask of his. I see. I've heard about how hard-working you are. You've told me a few times already. I wonder what made you start working in the ryokan. Ah, he's actually curious. It's almost cute. Well, the ryokan I owned belonged to my family for generations. Oh, it's an inherited ryokan? And you didn't have a family of your own to pass it on to? Oh, that's so... Ah, I was practically raised under the front desk. It was my whole world. I see. Then our beginnings aren't so different. Oh? Did you have parents? My beginning wasn't a birth. It wasn't nearly as grounded as yours. But every time I return, I always wake up here. To me, existence is the energy that comes with my guests at sunrise. I didn't grow up in a ryokan, Akine. I am the ryokan. Don't you ever get the urge to step out of the gates? I have walked the paths, but not for long. The afterlife is vast, and the territories beyond this one are claimed by others. So it's a cycle then. You were always meant to come back to these haunts. Maybe, but meaning isn't the same as choice. Say back then, did you ever dream of becoming something else? Or was the title of Okami the only thing you ever wanted to be? I used to. I wanted the everything that girls in stories have. Travel, grand mistakes, perhaps conquering the world. But I always knew where my journey would end. I accepted it early on. Was there anything else you regret not doing? You do have regrets. You were thinking about it right before you died. It's like that one anime. What anime? There's so many anime. Which anime? But oh my god. Akine's story is a little tragic. Well, not really a little. Maybe very tragic because it was the ryokan she was managing when she was alive was actually her family's ryokan. And she did mention before in one of her lines that she had to sell the ryokan because she didn't have anyone to pass it on to. She was a lonely woman when she died. She was wishing for a hand to hold in her final days. She didn't get the chance to start a family of her own that she could pass the ryokan on to, so she had to sell the ryokan in her final days. Now what will happen to that ryokan that she left behind in her past life? Will it be abandoned? Will someone find her there? I'm not sure. Noragami? Wait, actually. True. Noragami. It does have something like that. The gods and their territories and stuff. But not yokai. I don't think there was ever any yokai having territories in Noragami. It's been a while since I read or watched the anime. It's so sad, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe this new life for Akine will bring her many more joys. No, nothing else. You guys are old. You missed peak, Nil. Go read or watch Noragami. I'm being for real. I haven't even finished it. Is it peak? I'm not sure because I haven't actually gone to read through the finale or the ending of the manga. I know someone who called it mid. I'm not sure if he was right or not. I just really like the premise and I really like the characters. I only watched the anime, never got to read it myself. Yeah, there's a bunch of things past the what's in the anime so far. I'm not really sure how much of the manga was covered by the anime. I'm not even sure if they actually reached the ending of the manga for the anime because I stopped halfway through Aragoto. I don't remember. It's been years since I watched Noragami. Oh my god. But yeah, I like the concept of multiple gods fighting for territory. Oh no, boss, you're thinking again, are you? What do you mean? Oh no, that's a bad that's a bad thing. You're thinking again. No, you need to not think. You need to stop thinking. It's a bit unfair, really. You're doing all that heavy brooding behind a mask where I can't even see the handsome furrow of your brow. Akine. Don't be greedy with those troubles, Shimon. Let your Okami share the burden. I promise I'm a very good listener. It's been a while since I've had someone bold enough to tell me that. But I shall try. With that, the tension in his shoulders gradually loosened. We didn't say anything much for the rest of the night, and I did manage to get him to unwind before the tea got cold. Both of us walk towards our rooms as our little tea time is finished. Dude is thinking. Akine wants the bro. I mean, true. He's the only choice right now. We reach the corner of the hall. My room is down one side, his the other. He stops abruptly, and I find myself turning toward him. Rest, Okami-sama. You've earned it. Look at you, such a perfect gentleman. Are you sure you're not feverish again? Shimon pauses for a little bit before speaking again. It is good that you came into this ryokan. There goes my heart, doing a clumsy little somersault. Boss, a ryokan is only as steady as the Okami who leads it. You've proven you're exactly what this place needs. Goodness, you're a dangerous man when you decide to be sweet. Aww! 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 Well then, I shall prove myself even more tomorrow. You'd be surprised. I'll be waiting. They're so cute! And he's off, leaving me alone with my thoughts and a very long list of demands. I'm walking toward my room, but mentally, I'm already at the stove. We need to think about breakfast. Because a guest with an empty stomach is a guest with a nasty attitude. True! True! If you've seen the people that I've seen who get hungry and have to wait, oh my god. Oh my god, bro. I should check the kitchen stock and the firewood situation, too. This place eats supplies when I turn my back. Let's see. What's hardy enough to satisfy them, but simple enough to save my sanity? Decisions. Aww, and that's it for the demo! Oh my gosh. I love the new content! Oh! That was so wonderful! Omurice? Do we have the stock? New content was amazing. Yeah! I loved it! I loved all the CG. I hope they put in a gallery so we can admire the CGs even more. I want more Akine CGs. Please! I want more Akina CGs! Come on! This you don't get to make us a beautiful MC like this and not give her CG. Oh my god. Offer that in the feedback, Mori. I think there's going to be more CGs of Akine in the full game. This is just the demo, guys. This is only the demo. Please look forward to the full game. Wishlist it on Steam if you want to. But yeah. If you encounter any bugs or issues with the game, with the demo, while you're playing it for yourself, please send them some of your feedback. I'm excited to see more of the cast. Yeah! I also want to dig more into the lore of this game. I would love to hear the tea and all of this, what's a word to describe it? The lore and the tragic backstory of both our main characters here. I would love to learn more about Akina's past and Shimon's past. Especially that fated lover that left Akine that one winter in the ryokan. I would love to learn more about it, and so I could start hating the guy more. Ending stream? I suppose so. Where's the link to the game? We need to share the love. Here's the link to the game. Hold on. Let me put it in. Ookami Okami! Currently, a demo set to release eventually. This is actively being developed by Mushroomallow, a woman-led game development studio, by the way. So this is wonderful. I actually saw or learned about this game way before the devs approached me to check out the game during the Choose Wisely festival. So it was a really, really big opportunity, and I was really excited to check it out for them when they reached out to me about this game. Like, this is already on my wish list. Oh my god, you guys. Whoa! It's an honor to be featuring your game for the festival. Like, whoa! Here we are again. I was contacted again by the devs to check out the update. This is actually the final content update for the demo, so that means they will be gearing towards development of the full game now. So the next update about this game will be hopefully an announcement on the full release as well. Yeah, wait for the full release. If you wishlist it on Steam, you will be notified of when the full game will be out. Yeah. I love it. I love the MC. I love Akine. Her lines, her dialogue, and all of her narration is so wonderful. Peak game. Yeah. Anyway, that's it for me. That's it for me for this stream. It'd be nice to see you cover it. It'd be a nice change of pace for different VNs. Yeah! It's I like when there's also like MCs that are a character of their own and we aren't just like self-inserts of the MC. It's very fun to see the character bloom into their own identity, I suppose. Instead of us role-playing as the character trying to romance these love interests. Not that there's anything wrong with the self-insert MCs, but it is refreshing to have to play as established characters rather than some blank slate that we insert ourselves in. So Really looking forward to this game, guys. Next up, we will be doing a stream on Friday as well. I hopefully want to complete the visual novel that I've been playing for a while now. I really want to finish the DLC and have that be written off and put in the archives as something I have completed. But yes, look forward to Friday's stream, and I will see you guys next time. My voice is out, guys. My voice is out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, by the way. Thank you for hanging out. It has been fun. I loved the writing update as well, and the content. I took a photo of the white tiger plushie that I have, and I what's it called? I took a photo. Yeah, that's it. There's nothing else to be called it. But yeah, bye guys. Bye. Bye. Right. Okay, there. Yeah. Alright, bye guys. Bye. Make sure to wishlist the game, please. I love this game. Looking forward to the full release.